And we're doing the hike, and I'm recording for my blog, and we get to the ruins, and they're gorgeous. And we get back, and at the end of the hike, there were school officials waiting for us that were upset that we were on the trail. And I explained, we didn't disrespect the trail, we didn't leave anything behind, we just got footage, and now we left. And next thing I know, the police were there and issued me a court order. And when I went, I got a $2,500 ticket.
Issued you a citation?
Yes.
To appear in court. And then when you went to court, you were given a $2,500 fine for being on private property?
Yes.
Okay, now I want to ask a couple of questions. When she sent you the map, was it just a map?
Yeah, it was a large map of the area, and in the tiny right corner was the trail, and it did not say private property on the trail. There was a little part inside.
But she sent you the map, she sent you the name of the trail. You're a blogger on YouTube, which means you use the internet on a regular basis.
Yes.
The name of the trail had a name, right? What's the name of that trail?
Rainbow Trail.
Rainbow Trail. So you didn't blog, or you didn't do any additional research on Rainbow Trail?
No, I thought she was just sending me pictures.
I didn't ask what you thought about her. You didn't do any additional research on Rainbow Trail, is my question. Okay. And you're from Hawaii, and this is in Hawaii?
Yes.
But are you from Honolulu?
Yes, ma'am.
And you've never heard of Rainbow Trail?
No, I've never hiked before.
Okay. I didn't say hiked. I said never heard of.
Never
I don't hike either, but I hear of a lot of things.
No, I never.
You know, I don't hike, but I know about that Tonga Trail. But I've never hiked it, but I know about it. So you can know about things without doing it, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's why you blog, to tell us about a lot of things that we've never done.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Waters.
Yes.
Why you send a woman the map and not tell her it was private property?
I actually sent her a map. In fact, I have the map here with me. And it clearly says private property right next to the ruin, which is circled on the map right next to the trail path. It clearly says private property, and in fact, I told her...
Clearly, I mean, it's big enough without my glasses. I can read that.
And I told her, in fact, that it was on private property on a college campus. And when I first hiked this hike, and now I've been living in Hawaii for 5 years to go to college here. I moved here.
So you've only been there 5 years?
Yeah, I've only been in Hawaii for 5 years.
And you've been there all your life? Okay.
And I really took to hiking, and I've done all the major hikes in Hawaii, and this is my favorite hike. And I know that it's on college campus, on private property, so I approached the college officers and college campus, and they told me that if I was quiet and respectful of the ruins when hiking, I was completely allowed to hike there. And so, you know, I took that as word, and they gave me basically a verbal permission to go hiking on this trail.
Okay, so if they gave you permission and you took her, then why did you all end up with a fine?
I guess that there was a miscommunication because I did get word from Officer Ken. He works at the school.
When did you ask the college officers about hiking?
I asked them before the first time I hiked on that trail, which was three years ago.
So you've been hiking on this trail for 3 years?
Yes.
And is it the same officer?
It's the same officer, yes, and I've never had an issue because I've always been quiet and very respectful when hiking on this trail.
So who was the officer when you came down the trail this time?
There was no officer there. We've had mutual conversations over the past.
She said school officials were there when you got down the trail.
Right, after we hiked, when we came back to the trailhead, there was school officials there.
But not Officer Ken?
No, Officer Ken was there. Someone had called us because when we showed up to the hike, it was not made clear to me that she was going to bring a cameraman.
Coming up on Justice with Judge Maybelline.
And when we finally got to the ruins, she wanted to stand on the ruins and take selfies with the ruins.
And later.
She made a mistake early in the morning, not clearing her eyes well. Come on, so you don't have to be that hard on the person. That's your business, but I'm just saying, think about it.
Justice with Judge Maybelline. If you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878.
What happened at the motel?
On August 4th, witness the true story of one of the most terrifying...
Jim Marshall, line judge Jim Fox, and the back judge is James Bland. Now, we have some changes with officiating this year, and we'll try to get to those as the game progresses.
A couple of things that might catch your eye, and you're going to go boom. Eyes on the officials have been, Gary, averaging 25 points a ball game. If they can tighten up that defense, here's a team that could win 7 or 8 ball games this year, if not more.
We talked about it in the pregame, is how many points they gave up at the end of the year. The last game we did here with the Jets was against Catholic Central, and Lee, that went on, as I recall, until the last 3 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
We didn't have a score. So they want to change that around, but they got some big guys on Northeastern. If you get a shot at the sideline, you can kind of see their helmets there, but throughout the game, you'll get to see this is a big squad for Northeastern as far as girth. And on the other side, Kenton Ridge Cougars have a pretty good,
big boys too.
pretty good turnout as well. So this is a big rivalry. There's a rock out front, Lee, on front of the campus that was painted by the Cougars sometime over the weekend. So it's kind of a fun rivalry, and that's the kind of spirit you like to see.
Well, let's see who's back deep. Nick Brown is one of the ones who is back deep. And is that a number 7 or 17 back there, Gary?
Looks like number 17.
Number 17 also will be Max Queen. He is a junior. And also, as we had mentioned, another junior, Nick Brown, back deep, standing right about their goal line as the Cougars ready to kick it off. And we are ready to get things going on the first ball game of the season. Here is the kick. It is on its way. It comes over to the far side of the field. Bobble finally picked up. Now trying to head upfield. Got one block. Tries to elude a tackler. Will not do so is Max Queen. So it'll be fairly good field position. They're just across the 20-yard line. And, Gary, that's how we start this football season.
Yeah, real nice tackle by Kenton Ridge. Brandon Watkins coming in there to stop it. And talking to Coach for the Northeastern Jets, he said, and we're talking about Tim Hausman, that number 17, Max Queen, is going to see that ball quite a bit tonight in the backfield.
Well, I tell you what, he is the kind of person that looks like a football player. You know what I mean? If there's anything that he looks like, he's got the speed. He's definitely got the body. And in at quarterback, Mac Davis going to get up underneath center. They are in that I formation. Stacked in there. Handoff going over to the first man, over to the right side. And that's the way we start offensively this football season for the Kenton Ridge Cougars and the Northeastern Jets. And as Gary was mentioned, that's the second time I called you Jerry today. Max Queen carried the football. Picked up, really was stopped right at the line of scrimmage, but let me take a look. He gets a couple yards. Yeah, we'll call it second down at about 8. Ball at the 23. The drive actually started at the 21-yard line. Got that stacked eye in the backfield. Everybody is in tight. Handing it off again.
Queen
the
again.
Second man through, and that being the same one, Max Queen. And Max Queen is, I love the ladies down in front of us. Come on, guys, you got a block. So Max really is going to pick up maybe a yard. He's going to bring up third down and 7 as the ball sets at about the 24-yard line. Would you open it up right away?
I think you got to get everybody kind of used and kind of get used to what's going on.
Acclimated to what's going on.
Get those little jitters put away, and give it probably till about 8 minutes on the clock,
yeah.
And then see what we got out there. Everybody's probably a little bit uptight right now. Defense for Kenton Ridge looks really good.
It's inside. Rolling. Mac Davis rolling to the right. You can see it right there being chased. Got a man open downfield and overthrows him.
Oh,
the intended receiver was Dylan Hand. And I think, Gary, there was a flag across the field.
Yep, they got a penalty there. And out there was number 5 all the way down there for Northeastern.
Now, is this going to go against Northeastern, or is this going to go against Kenton Ridge? Okay, it looks like it's going to be interference against the Kenton Ridge Cougars.
Here's the replay, Lee.
Let's see if we can see downfield, Gary. If we can catch any of that. Here comes the pass. And
just a little bit there, but not much. But it's like to me, Lee, it doesn't look like that's. I don't know. That's tough.
Looks like Nick Brown kind of.
And the officials right there. So
yeah, stacked eye. Hand it off again. Trying to find some running room, and boy, he is not going to find any. That is a tough defense. Max Queen is actually going to. Well, he's not going to lose really anything at all. It's going to be no gain. It's going to bring up second down at about 10 yards to go. They're going to give him maybe a half a yard. Those almost at the 40-yard line.
He only has 4 yards so far, and that's as far as first downs, that's their second first down for Northeastern on that penalty.
All right, and that stacked eye once again, as you can see on the screen. Fake it, Hand it off. Straight up the middle on the right side.
74.
And I was going to say, the actually the same results, and Dylan Hand says, "What you hand it to me for?"
Yeah, and he just got hammered by Ryan Richards. Big guy there. He's a senior. He's 5'11", Lee, 350. It's like, hello, you are not going anywhere.
Just put him in there and stand him up and try to get around me. That is
third and long here, Lee.
That's a stout defense. 3rd down and 8. You're right. Absolutely right, Gary. Oh, there's that quick pitch to the right side. Can he get the corner? Nope, not going to get it.
What a tackle.
Not going to get it.
What a tackle.
That is just a gorgeous tackle in the backfield.
Brandon Watkins, Lee, had that kickoff, the first tackle of the game. Plus, he read that really well, and that brings up 4th down. And Kenton Ridge is going to get the ball as the speedster goes back there.
Let's take a look at this, Gary.
Yeah, okay, here we go. Now, watch this tackle. He stays right at home. Out there, watch his shoestring get low, and that's what you want to see. Remember Kenton years ago?
Yeah.
Would never tackle low. They would always hit high, and it was one of our complaints about it. Hit the guys low, you're going to bring them down.
And, they just cannot find a running game at all. Max Queen, and he's actually going to boot the football.
And guess who's back there? Number 4, Zach Snyder.
Well, let's see what we kind of featured Zach at the beginning of the ball game. Nice snap. It's a wobbly kick. It's going to bounce at about the 35 and then go out of bounds. It looks like it just crossed the 30, right at the 31-yard line. So that is going to bring up a Zach Snyder was back there. Yeah. Oh, Athlete of the Week. Are you ready, Gary?
Yeah, I'm all set. All you have to do is log on to www.localtvforme.com. Click on the Athlete of the Week button right there. You can see it. And nominate who you would like to see as our Athlete of the Week, and that will be on every game that we do. We will announce that athlete and the school. And
well, we'd like to take a big
it's
thank you.
It's more than just athletes. It's
student athletes. Yeah. And brought to you by International Harvester Credit Union. And we thank the folks at International Harvester. Got a man open on the sideline. He dropped it. It looked like incomplete.
No, he didn't, Lee. He caught it. He brought it in. He bobbled it and brought it right back.
Okay, I thought it hit the turf, but they were down there, and that was a heck of a catch by McKay.
Okay, he brought it. It hit his chest, and he trapped it and came. You'll watch it on the. Hopefully, we have a shot of this. But they're going right up. This is hurry up offense, Lee.
Yeah, it is. Well, they're split out all over. Although there are two backs. Quarterback gets it, pitches it back. Oh, nice stutter step, making people miss. And making everybody miss, down to the 10, down to the 5, down to about the 3-yard line. What a run by Carson Jones.
My goodness, that was just a beautiful run. Almost got in.
And maybe
flag.
Called back.
Yeah. And you know the way he was juking people, that's probably where that penalty happened. Let's take a look and see what happens.
Let's take a look at this.
Okay. He pitches out. Now let's see right here. I think there you go. That's the takedown. That's the penalty.
Wow, what a nice run, though, Gary.
Yep.
I mean, he set up his blockers very, very well. Ball comes all the way back now. So instead of being down at about the 2-yard line, it's all the way back at the 41-yard line. It's going to be 1st down and 10 from there. Wow, what a shame. Nullifies that great run. Got double wings. Man heading in motion to Schneider. He'll get the football. Losing ground, and he's going to be tackled in the backfield. He tried to go backwards. That is never any good. As soon as you get out there, you need to just put your head down and go north and south.
Coming from a running back with a leather helmet.
Yes, boy, I know it. And that hurt, too. But that was, he just could not get that corner. Now, we're talking it over again.
And you're going to see this the first game, Lee. Unfortunately, in the pros you always see this.
Block in the back.
Yeah, in the pros you see the illegal procedure all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So this is this changes the game. This changes the game big time right now.
Because what this does is it goes from where the foul was, which was back at the 45, which will now take it back to the Kenton Ridge 45-yard line.
Yeah, and that's a gain of 15 yards on this whole series
because
the ball went out of bounds on the 30-yard line.
So lined up tight, here comes a man in motion. Fake to the motion man. Running the football is the quarterback on the quarterback keeper, Dylan Lehman. And Lehman is going to pick up a couple, but that's about it.
He ran into number 80. Big number 80 is Tanner Stratton. He was one of the players to watch tonight. And
he's a horse.
He's a horse, and he put an end to that. Dylan Stratton is senior. at least no height or weight here on their roster, but you're looking at about 6'4" and a good 220, 225.
Actually, they're going to have to take the ball all the way down to about the 21-yard line to get a first down, are the Kenton Ridge Cougars. Back to pass, looking. Nobody open. Can he break loose?
Nice catch.
What a nice catch.
That's his second one. That's Zach
Schneider put his arms up, came down right in. I didn't know if he could get turned around quick enough to get that, but what a nice play.
Here it is, Lee. Watch this catch, folks. This is the second catch he's had today.
Well, we said that Kenton Ridge was going to have to mix it up a little bit.
Look at that
That's
great
mixing it up, baby.
camera work over there by our camera guys.
Down 10, handed off to the first man through. Over that left side is going to pick up a little. Let's see where they're going to mark it at about the 10-yard line. And the line of scrimmage was, what, about the 16? So that's a nice pickup on the play. Going to make it second down. And about 4 yards to go.
Yeah, big hurry-up offense there. This is the first time we've seen that from the Kenton Ridge Cougars.
All right, one running back in behind the quarterback.
Rolls out.
Quarterback rolls. He's got a man open, heading into the end zone. Is it in?
No, he's just out of bounds.
Nice.
Nice. That's where they want to go, and that's the diver.
Yes. That was just a great play. And I tell you what, these receivers for Kenton Ridge are actually looking pretty doggone good. We had mentioned that they're going to have to come up with more than just running. You think they're doing that?
Dibert was one of the ones, Calvin Dibert, we talked about last year, Lee, that they had to get the ball to, and he was a freshman. And that ball was right on the money, just a little bit too deep. But he did all he could to get his feet down and
I was really
live
surprised.
for another day there.
I was really surprised, Gary, to see a couple of receivers basically in the same area. So, but that was still a nice catch. And of course, the quarterback, Lehman, put it up there where nobody was going to get it. There we go, running straight up. This is going to count for 6, and indeed it does. Taking the ball in, Zach Schneider, as he took it in from the 10-yard line, 10-yard run for the touchdown, and it'll be Kenton Ridge striking first blood with 6:05 remaining here in this first quarter as they lead 6-0, and the extra point is on its way. Holding will be Dylan Lehman. Coming in the kick will be Alex Nestor. Sidewinder is all ready to go. Barking out the signals. Nice snap. Here's the kick. It's on its way. It's far enough, long enough, and it is good. So, as we had mentioned, with 6:05 remaining here in this first quarter, Kenton Ridge finally comes through with the touchdown to take the 7-0 lead. Let's take a look at it. Look at that pitch. Look at that opening. Look at that opening, folks. The blocking just took everything away. He found the alley, and up he went for 6.
Yeah, you don't get into the end zone without good blocking like that. And a pretty impressive drive from the new quarterback, Lehman. You know, you get a new quarterback, a young quarterback that's kind of working his way into the system.
Yes.
And he did a good job. He had a real good pass 2 times to Zach Snyder. One, he turned on his back and caught it, and then they had all those penalties that moved him back. Then they went back to Snyder, missed Dibert, or got Dibert in the end zone. He caught it. And then they decided, you know what, let's go ahead and run Zach Snyder up the gut. And that's exactly what they did for the first score tonight. And that is at 6:05 in the first quarter.
Being the first ball game, Gary, being a sophomore quarterback who was in there basically for his first starts, this kid looks like he's been doing it for a long time.
Well, I was really surprised with the arm strength he had, Lee. He really got both of those balls downfield, but they weren't badly thrown balls. He had 3 passes, and they were all very, very accurate.
And the thing that I like is he puts it up there to where his receivers can catch it.
And Zach Snyder, number 4, is used to doing that because, remember, his older brother was the quarterback here at Kenton Ridge. And let's see
you
if
can ask us any questions here, folks. We'll go back 18 years with you.
Let's see if Northeastern, and they got to 17 back there. I want to see this kid get loose for Northeastern.
Max Queen.
Max Queen is back there, and see if he can get something going here on offense. I think they're going to have to go to the pass, though, Lee.
Here comes the kick. Nice end-over-end kick. And guess who it's coming down in the direction of at about the 6-yard line. Heading upfield is Max Queen. Trying to find that opening, and he thought he had it looked like an old Keystone Cops thing as he did a little skid, and then finally was down as he crossed the 20 to the 25-yard line.
And Andrew Townsend that we talked about at the beginning of the show, one of the players to watch, he's right there in the center of your screen with his back to you right now by the official. He's the one that made that tackle. He's really going to be fun to watch tonight.
A lot of fun. You know, both these ball clubs, of course, Kenton Ridge went downfield after losing so much. They're ahead 7-0. But so far, the defense is kind of impressed. But the passing game for Kenton Ridge really caught on. And that's what they need.
And that's what we missed last year.
Yep, you're absolutely right, Mr. Littell. Snap back, going to hand it off to the first man through, and that being guess who? And he's going to be down. Got him around the ankles as he was trying to cut up the middle was Max Queen. And so he is going to pick up maybe a yard. Make it second down at about 9 yards to go for a first down. Mix-up time, you think? Maybe a little something out, maybe one of those bubble screens, maybe take some of the heat off the guys coming after the runners.
I'd like to see him get that ball to number 80, Tanner.
Oh, that'd be nice. You just want to see people falling all over the place.
Here he is. He split out this side. I mean, he could do some damage. You're looking at the Gronkowski down here.
Boy, you sure are. That's a good analysis too. Snap back. Let's watch. Same man gets the football, tries to head wide, and I mean there is nothing there. Whoever is teaching this defense, they came across, held their position, and Max Queen had nowhere to go but down to the turf. Going to lose some. As a matter of fact, going to lose about 3 yards, so we'll call it third down at about 12 right now, Gary. 4:48 remaining here in this first quarter of action. The first ball game of the year, and I think, if I am right, the 1992 football team here at Northeastern that went undefeated is going to be featured at halftime. Heading out wide to the right side is Nick Brown. 2 receivers on this side. As the defense jumping around, snap back. Looking, now trying to go to this side and getting the football and going nowhere. I'm telling you what, Max Queen has got about 12 people on him, and that's the whole defense, because every time he touches it, he's got nowhere to go.
Number 55, Brandon Collins in on that, and you're talking about the coach, whoever's coaching that. Watch this replay.
Let's take a look at this defense.
Now watch the pursuit here. Ball snap. Snyder's dropping back perfectly.
Yeah.
And then watch this pursuit. Look at how many white jerseys are over there.
Gary, he's got nowhere to go.
Now the key is, you said, who's calling the defense? Well, he's a running back that's calling the defense. That's Coach Joel Morata. Our offensive coordinator is Cristello, and he's doing a great job on offense. So they got something.
Doing a good job.
They got something worked out. Well, he has a running back. He'd know what they would need to stop him. There's a flag on the play.
Boy, this one is just up high.
We got a flag here, Lee.
Yeah, and that one up. Ball crosses the 40 down to the 39-yard line. And I'm not sure what that'll be. It's just, you can see a flag out there. It's probably about the 46-yard line or so.
Here's the call here.
Yeah. What's he going to call? Looks like an illegal person downfield. Ineligible?
Illegal participation.
Illegal participation, okay. Okay. So, but you know, if this is against Kenton Ridge, I think they were looking, now the official's still talking. But if it goes against Kenton Ridge, they're used to going backwards and then about 30, 40 yards at a time frontwards.
That brings us back to several years ago where they marched it forward, and then they marched it back, and then you and I got in the car and left.
Who's this penalty on? I don't know, Gary. I think it's offsetting.
that was pretty funny. They were totally confused.
Now, wait a minute. They might be re-kicking this. Yeah. Because I'm going,
they're gonna take
man, was this a heck of a penalty? Back to the 20.
Now, let's see what this call is. Let's see if they can explain it a little bit better here to us.
Wow.
Illegal participation against the defense. That's a 15-yard penalty. And the gained is enough for a first down. Jets.
First down for the Jets. Right. So that would make sense.
That's what they were talking about. The flag was thrown all the way back here at about the 46. Yeah. Then they marched it off from the line of scrimmage, and of course that's first down.
And you know, both of their first downs, Lee, for the Jets, 2 first downs tonight, have both been on penalties.
Wow. Well, they got to get this offense moving. Now, this was an offense. I mean, yeah, you lose some people from year to year, but this was an offense that averaged about 25 points a ball game. Plus, they won 4 out of their last 6 games. So Mo is there when you think about it. Ball snap back, not good. Rolls back.
Wide open receiver.
Quarterback rolling. Got a man open. I don't think you can see him. He's going to head to the sidelines and go out of bounds.
Nice tackle by number 55, Brandon Collins again.
A little bit of a gain there, Gary, of a couple of yards. And, you know, he did get positive yardage. I probably would have just dumped it somewhere.
Brings up second down.
But that's so hard to, when you're out there, you want to get what you can get. And he got himself about 3 yards. So it's second down and 7 yards to go for the first down. Going out wide to the right, Nick Brown. Man in the slots. Wide to this near side as well. In the shotgun, Mac Davis gets the pass. He gets the snap from center. Looking downfield, got a man and overthrows him. Wide open in that, like the crease in the zone, wide open down there was Logan Pollock, and it was just overthrown.
Yeah, if he brings that down a little bit, watch this instant replay here, Lee. If he pulls it down just a notch, again, that's the jitters right here. He's wide open. He sees he's open.
Did he get set? Did he get? Well, he really wasn't set or squared up.
No, he just hurried it. He saw him open, and that's going to happen.
Right, Gary.
Against the offense, that's 10-yard penalty.
It's like in basketball, you know, they get wide open and they just hammer it off the glass. You know,
yes.
Volleyball, the same thing. They come in to serve and it hits the wall. I mean, it's just those that angst, I guess. Is what you call it.
Yes. Well, it's going to be second down, but they got to get the ball all the way out to about their own 47-yard line.
3 minutes and 11 seconds left to go in this first quarter.
We're talking third and, well, actually second and 25. Scoreboard says third, but I believe it's second. Man in motion. Mac Davis looking over the middle. Nice pass.
What a nice catch, too.
Yeah, and a very nice catch as Pollock came up with that one. Held on to it. Gets it across the 30 to the 31-yard line. That's going to be a nice little pickup. You would have liked a little bit more. Let's take a look at that first. Mac's getting the baptism of fire. He sees, there it is. Good, got it. And I think, Gary, to be honest, you and I talk about that all the time, maybe something they ought to do more of. And then do a stop and go and put everybody flat-footed. Davis gets the snap. Good line blocking right now. They throw it and almost intercepted.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it was intended for Jacob Yarnell. And,
Carson Jones
coming across, man, and I thought that was an interception for Carson. I mean, he was there.
I mean, there was no one in front of him.
Well, the only thing that would have tripped him up would have been the yard marker. 4th and 16.
2:29 left to go in the first.
Northeastern is going to have to punt it away again. Now, we had illegal participation last time they punted, and they got the first down, but couldn't do anything with it, to be quite honest with you. As lining up to punt. Man coming in motion to this near side. Queen with it. High, wobbly kick. Coming down at about the 40-yard line. Schneider's got some running room because he's got the corner. Did a nice eluding of one tackle, but then coming up with his ankle and downing him as he crossed the 45 to the 44-yard line. 1st and 10 for Kenton Ridge.
Dylan Hand with a nice tackle there for Northeastern. Watch this pursuit as he comes after Schneider. Right on your screen, watch him come in from the outside, and boom, there he goes. Shoestring tackle again. Yeah, very similar to what Kenton Ridge was doing.
And it was lucky he was there because he had some running room. I mean, he cut that corner, and I looked like a touchdown to me, but nice defense set up on that kick return by the Jets. 1st and 10, 43. Here comes the quarterback keeper. Oh, nice running. And I mean dodging a lot of people was Dylan Lehman as he took it all the way down to the 30-yard line. That was a beautiful fake into the line of scrimmage, and then Lehman just said, well, here we go, and he got himself a first down. And it's, well, let's see where they place it.
You know, that's one thing with Kenton Ridge. You know, you'll see that a lot with the way they run their offense. Their quarterback, if it's a pass option, they have a tendency to keep that ball and tuck it away instead of going to the air. They've done it kind of differently tonight with going to the air. So, but you know that Dylan can run, so that he's keeping the defense honest. So when they key on him, he can go ahead and throw the ball deep.
Well, I tell you what.